It's great to have you both here. So welcome, David.
Thank you.
Emily.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna get right into it and talk about audit transformation, and you always got to have 3-letter acronyms. So we hopefully DAS, Dynamic Audit Solution.
CWI.
Exactly. This is the journey. I spoke about it last night in a special DAS reception. Sue Coffey, who's the CEO of the Public Accounting for the AICPA, and I have been leading this initiative for the past 5 years, and now we're moving in to the adoption phase. I mean, this is probably the largest initiative the AICPA has ever undertaken. What we did back in Barry and I talked a little bit about it on stage on Monday. Due to what was happening with AI back in 2017, we decided to put together a consortium of firms and really invest and reimagine how the audit should be done. And that's what we've done over the past 4 or 5 years, working with the firms, building this solution. So Emily, it's great having you on board at CPA.com. You're going to play a big role in 24. So just maybe a little bit about your background and this journey that we're on.
Thanks, Eric. So as a CPA, CGMA, a former practitioner, a former end user of a lot of different audit solutions, I'm thrilled for us at CPA.com and AICPA to be partnering with Caseware during this audit transformation period. And when you think about audit, I think about what that journey's looked like. And audit is really one of the cornerstones of the CPA profession. And how audits have been conducted has really been largely unchanged for over 100 years. When you think about the world and the role of technology and some of the things we've talked about over the last couple of days, Gen AI, and you look at your client base and your businesses, and it's really changing how businesses operate. So the financial reporting environment in which we're conducting audits is transforming. So the role of the auditor is changing. And here's some perspective. So when I think about when I started my career almost 20 years ago, I think about journal entry testing and the general ledger. And at that point, in order to have some of those capabilities and analysis of full general ledger, you had to send it off to a separate department. And in order to qualify to have that analysis included in your engagement, you had to have partner sign off. It had to be a complex, large, high-risk audit. You had to do it send that data months in advance to that department before field work. And now I look today, and general ledger ingestion is just kind of where we are, and that's a standard practice. So, we're now in a phase of delivering more than just an audit opinion. It's really looking at the client's business and how they operate and using technology as an enabler to really provide deep insights.
Excellent. Well, some great background on the evolution of the methodology, but really what's bringing it all together right now is the technology. And when we started this initiative, we knew that we had to do it, hand in hand with a technology solution. So we went out, we reviewed the marketplace, thrilled that we selected Caseware to be the platform, a very dynamic platform for us to author this new transformative methodology in. So, Dave, you've been a great partner. Maybe share a little bit more about what's going on at Caseware.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Who you are.
Well, I love our partnership, obviously, and we've been around for 34 years, 130 countries, 30 million engagements, zillions of users, as you can imagine. So it's exciting for us, just as a company, to be part of this initiative. It's I think I would call it once in a career opportunity when you have this massive transformation in the business, combined with a fairly transformational technology platform as well, moving everything to cloud. So it's exciting for us. I think one of the reasons that this is working is we spend about $60 million a year in R&D, and a lot of that is focused on DAS, as you know. So our view is, this technology that we have, and in partnership with CPA.com and AI CPA, really unlocks the potential of the industry. It allows accountants and auditors to do their job faster, with better insights, more efficient. People in this room they're very smart, they're creative, they're problem solvers, and it's for us. It enables them to do that, and it's fortifying. Honestly, it unlocks the potential, or the relevance of the profession. So.
Well, that's well said, and I want to kind of unpack a little bit more about some of the exciting things you're doing with AI. There was actually a demo going on this morning related to it, and I think you did a good summary. I mean, what we're driving here is higher quality, a lot more client value, but what we're also seeing is some great efficiencies that'll help in many areas. But maybe just a little bit more about what's going on with AI at Keysware.
I mean, obviously, we've heard about it all week. If you're not doing something in AI, you're going to be left behind. So, and we've been demoing it all week, as you said. And we're aggressively building AI into the DAS app and into our platform. Next year, you'll see it come out, and a lot of use cases. And we're actually learning about more use cases as we're here this week. So it won't be just analyzing PDF documents or lease analysis or writing engagement letters. Like, in fact, we had a client yesterday say, you should really use AI to help us or train us use your product. Right. And I'm like, that seems like a great idea. And I know my CPA's my chief product officer is in the audience, and he's going to hate that I'm going to say this, but I think we should do that. So, sorry, Scott, I just committed that for you. But so next year you'll see it in AI, and we're calling it the AI assistant, for lack of a better name right now, and maybe we need our marketing team to get involved. But it is just that. It's an assistant. It's and I think we've heard the general theme this week as well. AI is not to replace people. It's just to help you do your job faster, more efficient, et cetera, so you can really problem solve. So we're excited about it.
Well, great. And I want to kind of continue this a little bit with you, Emily. So where are we at right now? We related to the DAS initiative. We put a press release out about a month ago talking about how 1,000 engagements have been done in our new platform. We have over 1,000 users from many firms. You're talking to those firms. So what are you hearing?
The firms love it. There's so much excitement and energy around it, and really users at every level, from staff to partner. They love the look, the modern feel, the comprehensiveness of the tool. And in addition to, the cloud-based benefits, like real-time information and not having to sync to a master file, some of the really specific elements of DAS that are beneficial. You look at the embedded group audit tools within the tool, the reuse of information throughout the audit, integrated use of data in areas like risk identification and risk assessment, built-in journal entry testing, non-statistical sampling. And it's like you said, it's like having, a smart resource, a tool in the room that is assisting you and helping build better auditors. It's really challenging auditors to critically think about how the standards are being applied and continuing to deliver that high-value, high-quality audit, but with the richness of insights, and really building better auditors right from the start of people's career. So with that and the ability to deliver this quality audit, we're really seeing the efficiencies. And we've seen from firms where they've done 2 live audits of the same client in the engagement, an uptick in realization of 20%. So it's incredible. It's amazing.
Well, go back one slide here. We move too fast, but I think it is incredible. We talk about talent a lot, and this is one way we're going to solve the talent issue, because the young professionals are excited to be utilizing this platform.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we have put out a DAS, an updated version of the future of audit. So what we're trying to do here, and we talk, people say, when you think about these technology solutions, what are you trying to do? And what we're trying to do is to evolve categories, to move the entire marketplace forward. And that, I just want to note, that's what we're trying to do with this audit transformation and this DAS initiative, is to move the entire market. There's so many great add-on solutions out there. Dave, we're talking to them. So it's going to be many, many solutions are going to be part of this journey over time. I don't know if there's anything else you want to expand on related to kind of how you're thinking about the broader ecosystem.
Well, I think there's lots of opportunity for us to build great product as well as partner with. There's a lot of niche players out there that do things that we don't necessarily do yet, or we could be acquisitive and acquire them as well. So I think there's just a tremendous opportunity to think kind of beyond what's in front of us right now, and we could not be more excited about just kind of really getting into it. And next year can't come soon enough for us for the commercial release. So it's just fun watching clients out there just kind of get into it. And I think that somebody even called our technology beautiful at one point. Yeah. You were in the room, I think. So
yeah.
You can validate that. So I've never had it work for a software company where the software was beautiful, but I'll take it. But the other thing is, the change management piece as well, which we'd be remiss if we didn't touch on a little bit. And, I think every time I think about this kind of material change, the change management piece comes into play. And all the clients that we talk to, they kind of get it and they're prepared for it. In fact, we had a client yesterday say, and this is, I'm going to state the obvious, but she said, right now they're rolling out EBP and they're going through that change management process. And she said, by the time we're ready for DAS, we'll have done this a couple times. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. The change management just gets easier as you do it more. So, yes. So we're, Well,
we're thinking a lot about change management. Emily's leading a lot of just the overall framing of the story, explaining it. It's so important to, a lot of people said to me yesterday, last night, Eric, we really don't even understand what DAS is and what it's going to do. Well, that's part of Emily's job here. Yep. But Erica Reka, another member of the CPA.com team, is out there, working very closely with the firms on the change management. We're putting training in place. It's just very similar to the CAS practice, where you really do need to think about, how you want to work differently. It's not just about the methodology, it's about the overall audit practice strategy. That's going to become a bigger and bigger element here at CPA.com. So I don't know, any other thoughts that you have? Because you've been on many platforms over your career.
Yeah, it's unbelievable where we are in the profession and this tool and this solution, and we think about the change management piece, and people in this room certainly understand that, because they're providing those services to clients. But the change management, it can be, a little bit overwhelming, but it's really a short-term. You do the strategic planning, and we have, resources at CPA.com to kind of help with, what that vision looks like, even on the adoption and implementation. But the benefits and, the ROI on that investment, getting through that change management piece is, there's just a world of opportunity there.
Well, thank you both. We're going to continue this discussion in next year's digital CPA and throughout the year. So thanks.
Great. Thanks, Eric.